Okay, we're near American. It's 1977 again. So heading towards the avenue. So we're gonna do a little cruising, right, little guy? Oh wait, you can't answer. You weren't around in 77. Before we go to the cruise night, we're gonna stop off a Photomat. I dropped some film off there in 78. I think it's ready now. Right? They told me it'd be a little while. They were slow that day. So, and then I think maybe we'll get a hamburger from Jack in the Box. If you don't want to cruise to Wetson's first, you want to go to Wetson's? Yeah, he doesn't know. And we used to go to Carvel up on the hill, which is now a CVS. And the cops are coming already. I didn't even do my first burnout. So I got nowhere to go. Is he making a left or a right? He's going to the parking lot. Holy jamolies.
You can't do anything. On the road test it says you have to move over unless you're in an intersection. That's
and he does not have the right of way if a postal worker's coming the other way. Isn't that amazing? But that's besides the point. So let's hit. We're hitting the avenue, guys. We're hitting the avenue. I'm going to turn the camera over to my assistant. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Just film some of the sides or whatever. Maybe I'll explain what they used to be. I'm going to move over to the right. We're already speeding. We're doing 30 miles an hour. We used to do 20.
I'm trying to keep the blurry spot out of the picture.
Oh, that's okay. That was it. Cruised with all my brothers, but we all cruised a different way. I'll never forget the Milky Way that melted under the heater of the Mustang when we were sitting in St. Cyril's parking lot either. You told me just let it sit there for a minute, it would defrost. Yeah, it defrosted all right. Defrosted into a blob. So... some of the hot cars I remember, besides everyone that was in my family. The guy had a 55 to 57 Anglia, a 340 car, 4-speed. A lot of nice Novas back then. Of course, can't forget about the Chevelle, 67 Chevelle convertible, 396 Bowman motion car. That was 1 and 2 on the avenue for many, many years. Still owns the car. A lot of this has changed. Most of the city has changed. Walgreens over here used to be an auto parts store. The church is still the same to the right. The little stores to the left are the same. The road got lumpier. Over here, White Castle. Used to be a Crown gas station. It was up on a little hill, very small hill. We used to ride on mini bikes there and go up there. Nathan's was the first Arby's ever, opened in 1969. Whatever this little building is, it's always been like that. I haven't read the sign. The Kentucky Fried Chicken was there. Boston Market was the Sizzler. The Olympic Diner was a Gulf gas station. Whoa! Oh, I forgot how touchy these brakes are. I almost put you to the windshield. So, the McDonald's was McDonald's since as long as I can remember. Half of it was McDonald's, the other part was a guy's house that they bought out. To the left there where it says Mama Sabero's, that was Channels. That's the parking lot they used to fill up with race cars. They're coming to get us. So, we got a couple more cars there. But we used to cruise this. This in here used to be, actually the stores used to come straight. It used to be a nursery. That wasn't all set back like that. This place that says Naz or whatever was Pizza King 2. And my buddy Wayne used to rent mopeds out of there. So that was cool. Most of this stuff right here is still the same. This was like the non-populated part for about a little bit more than a quarter of a mile. The Sonic was somebody's house and backyard. Those strip of stores, or this big group of stores, was just 4 stores in the front. We used to have Fitzgerald Driving School. Across the street was Pronto Cleaners, a little watch repair place, and Photomat. Coming up
Still stinks.
Still stinks. AutoZone across the street used to be Eat a Peach. Ralph's Ice used to be some, I forgot, some chicken place. Chicken Tonight or Chicken Delight. Checkers used to be Jack in the Box. McDonald's over here used to be Arthur Treach's Fish and Chips. Panera Bread used to be Cheers. It was a bar, club, nightclub. Wendy's was Roy Rogers. Or am I getting that backwards? I might be getting that backwards. And right behind Wendy's was another photo mat. This group of stores was here as long as I can remember. But it wasn't King Kong, it was Food Fair. Then at this point, we'd move over to the left and we'd start again. We'd cruise between the southern state and the borderline of Deer Park and Dix Hills. This over here used to be a bowling alley. Right before it used to be a movie theater. It's long gone. You keep going the way we were going, cross over the southern state, cross over Sunrise Highway, then you got the long strip of 231 where everybody used to race, and the loser would turn onto Sunrise Highway. Okay. See if we get the tires to spin with the spool. This row of stores was here, but it was all different. Had the Chinese food place, had Island Aquarium in there. Then all that stuff lit on fire and they redid it.
Every fish store lights on fire.
Every fish store,
I never heard
it's
of
full of
one.
water, but they all go on fire. What was it? 68! The 99-cent store used to be Mid-Island. There was the Arthur Treach's. Payless Shoes was a gas station. I don't remember which one. So was Hess. I don't remember what that was. Parkway Cross Stereo was part of Firestone, which is still there. Milk and Things was Dairy Barn. The car wash is always the car wash. Like I said, the AutoZone there was Eat a Peach. As we go off the Colmac Road. Wait, that was something. Okay, like I said, that was Pronto Cleaners right there. This was always a bank. Changed a lot of names in the last 40 years. After this light coming up, we're going to hit what used to be Channels, and we'll pull into the parking lot. And we'll see what it is. So, last it was Sears Hardware. Before that, I think it was actually Perkins for a little while. It was Channels, it was Grant's. Next to it was a movie theater. There was always the bakery in there, always the barber shop. We had meat farms in here. We used to roll in right like this. I know that guy from work.
You can't see anything.
I know, it was dark then too. There was no lights 40 years ago, it didn't get any worse.